money, so it's no bad thing. Yeah, very benevolent of me. It doesn't feel right.
Ready for orders.
Ship constructed.
I still don't make enough sails, but I think I have plenty of guns, right? Yes.
There's a human in you somewhere.
And he doesn't like my propaganda. Oh well. Tell you what, I think there's a whole lot more sails to be made. Shame it drinks up so many workers. Of course, I have plenty of farmers right now, so the time for upgrade is here.
Attention for the Admiral.
They're really spreading, aren't they? Have you just taken up this? No, this is my good friend,
Can I help you?
Madame Kahina's harbour. She's got chocolates and rum for me. I like both those things. As well as a bunch of items. I wonder if I have any super cool items I could sell for Boon Dollar. I mean, this thing is rare. The attractiveness and productivity of ironworks and foundries and pastry chef and the cropper and the, yeah, all this stuff.
Attention for the Admiral.
Nice and all. But I do rather like
Flagship
people
ready for
trafficking. Oh, I think you'll buy them as well. Let's try it out at least.
Fleet ready.
I'm quite keen to get the Admiral effect, but the investment needed is still pretty high. I would have thought I'd be close with all these ships by now, but I'd be wrong. Yeah, you really have a lot going for you, don't you? I think they both do. Well, no, that's a kind of paltry defense. I bet I could break this down without too much bother.
Ship constructed.
Who do we have the better relations with anyway? They're both pretty middling.
Ship constructed.
I fancy my chance taking Leonard down a notch or two. What do you say, guys? Should we, Oh man, look at these paltry defenses. I think Carl Leonard's gonna get a whole load of pain coming his way real soon. That said, we should have some half-decent defenses ourselves, so... I think I have the resources for doing this.
I'll admit, your people are willing to fight.
Of course we are. There's nothing to admit about it. Repair cranes would probably be useful. Still, that'll help us with defenses most likely. They're not even that expensive to keep going. Wait, did my military investment go up or down there? Feels like it went down a touch.
Came saved.
Ah yeah, well, building those didn't come cheap, I suppose.
Looks fair, but there's mold in the walls.
Ah, these guys should be happy enough. They're giving me plenty of dosh, at least. Perhaps I could elevate more of the farmers. But the problem is they're not drinking beer, and beer is the good money. Alright, so if I elevate more of you, and care considerably less about my farmer numbers, that looks okay. Probably a lot of things I'm saying looks okay and they're totally not, but that's because I don't know this game all that well. How do I check that who owns the shares of my place? Also, what is all this? Bah. There is something about shares. Ah, here we go. And I own them all. That's rather nice. Welcome to the family, Paxa Maxa. While Carlos says, good day. Yes, good day indeed. Yeah, this is a city that I like to look at a bit more. Grid City over here. Actually, it should be named appropriately. Gridsby. Like you can swiftly rename things like that.
Ship constructed.
Damn, what a change in income it makes when I have these guys instead of pathetic little farmers.
Ship constructed.
Church would only bring happiness, not more money, and money is the name of the game. These guys are still insufficient in workforce, which is unacceptable.
If it's a lockout, we've a right to know the dispute.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
I guess shutting that down made things a bit prettier. But what I was going at was... oh yeah, steel is what really eats up my workforce. If I just shut down one of those, I'm quids in. Then I can get a whole lot more everything, including more shipyards. And I like more shipyarding. But this gets in the way, so let's move you over. I think you're part of the problem as well. I'll just shove you over there unceremoniously and set up that shipyard. You got all the free coast you could... oh yeah, this. Away you get. If you want peace, you gotta prepare for war. Remember that. Did that cost an arm and a leg? Aye, it did. Good to know I could get the money back by getting rid of them, though. There we go. Admiral get, so everybody fires 7% faster.
Admiral.
That's a whole load of good news for us. Now, tell me, what do you want? What do you give me for these?
Gained an influence bonus.
Only 1,000 for the cropper? Oh, now we're talking.
Seal upon it.
I do like a good bit of slave trading.
Such kindness humbles me.
Let's not tell him about the slave trading, shall we? Also, since these people have been...
the bottle. It's the boss.
Since these people have been taking it easy, can't have that. Get back to work. Heavy grit.
We don't need you dragging us down.
She's into killing, but I guess not the slave trading business. Alright, that all seems well and good. Who did I say that I would kill? I think it was the big cheese here. Now, he is well defended with all these guns, which is a bit of a concern. However, over here, his defenses are relatively paltry.
Look upon the majesty and weep.
Oh, they'll be weeping all right. Well, you know, I think
Ship
it's
constructed.
time that we...
Aye.
What the heck are these people just doing sitting here?
Game saved.
I won't even claim to know.
Ship
Fleet
constructed.
moving in convoy.
How about you? Do any of you have goodies on you?
She's small, but
Would
she's
it
keen.
really be so hard to have some kind of UI when you have a whole fleet selected?
Fleet awaiting orders.
Right. All of you then are part of Convoy 4, our big attack convoy. And I want you pre-positioned right here. You folks are part of that. Do any of you have any excess goods? Yeah, you got iron. I'm not sure if I have space for... Not iron, steel rather. I'm not sure if there's space enough here for it.
Ready.
But I can throw it over here regardless.
Ceasefire has
Aye.
ended.
You've got some bricks as well. Let's get rid of those.
She's small, but she's keen. Ready.
Okay, it all went in. And it all went in. Grand.
Aye.
And let's make you all part of 4. So when I say
Ship
4,
constructed.
you all get together. Feels like that's not that many of them. Feels like I'd have more. But I'll make do with what I've got. Oh yeah, there are all these people. I think they were kicked out of number 4.
Stations.
You're all part of 4.
Fleet on.
That's more like it. Well, the money looks a lot better now that I've elevated a lot of these people to workers. And they say they'd be happier with a church, do they?
So what if I am deeply prejudiced?
That's what I keep saying, brother. Everyone gets a whole lot happier with a church. Hopefully they throw a festival or something. And, well, a school would get me more workers, which is probably more money, right? I like all of those things. Let's move this over here. Move you down here. And the school goes there. And a backup fire station goes there. That should cover
Ship constructed.
mostly us. There you go, a bit more there. And that's not too much paranoia, surely. Jake, check the royal tax. Yeah, I have minus 1,000 from royal taxes. What does that mean? I would love to know. Still short on sales of all things. What madness.
Flagship awaiting instructions.
Yeah, how about that new world? I don't know if any of them still exist over there. Or have established themselves over here.
Bring us the horizon, where the fire of freedom rises.
Sadly, I can't kill her. Not to my knowledge, at least. It increases if you have a lot of the same type of pop. Oh, nice of the game to tell me anything about that. And I've been ignoring you, haven't I?
Any way the wind blows, eh? We will be better without you.
A fearsome predator is stalking us. Let's kill it. Your hunt masters are expert. We get the epic black jaguar. 40 attractiveness is pretty high, isn't it? I'll be taking that for sure, and we continue on our way.
I suppose she'll do.
You suppose. Well, I'm not above wild animal trading either.
say.
Missing goods, well, that'll be part of it. It only takes 10 workers to get one of these things going. That's cool. 10 it is then. Gorton Michael seems to be making fun of what I say. How dare he? The bastard. Gunboats are not the strongest, but anything's pretty dangerous in number. And what? George gets a beer festival? I feel that that's grossly unfair. Grossly unfair. So about all these workers, if I'm not putting them to work, would it not make more sense to just upgrade them? They'll give me the money anyway, right? Just have this as artisan home. Oh yeah, upgrading costs quite a bit of materials, doesn't it? Oh yeah, tons of steel and wood. I just
Ship constructed.
eradicated it all. However, the royal taxes went down, and what do we have here?
Save me from this tortuous perplexity. From this bright moon, I am yet greedy for starlight.
Find Maria. Where could she be? Why don't you tell me a thing or two about her? Maria's a fervent churchgoer and music enthusiast who's teaching blah blah blah. Don't know what I get for it either.
We have cause for urgent celebration.
You have a lot of Marias, but thanks to the uncommon Harvest Fair flyer.
Ship constructed.
I never produce enough bloomin' sails, do I? Tempted at this point to start buying them in. Wait, what? Is this some kind of fox pole here? Sure. Yeah, there's a fair bit of gacha in this game, but I suppose it's forgivable.
You reached a new milestone.
All these lazy artisans not doing anything, but they do give me more money than the other guys, and if they reduce royal taxes, then it's all the better. I hope these can hold out though, it just doesn't feel like a particularly large defense. But I spent all my weapons, so they're gonna have to do their best.
Stations.
Right, you're all number 4, right? So if I tell you to go there, you will go there. You know what, this lack of sales is too tragic for words, especially when my weapons are doing fine. So let's go and double down on this.
I knew this crew wouldn't let you down.
I can have another 3 of these, no problem. 1, 2, 3. Let those sheep breathe in the industrial fumes. It'll make them stronger. Probably give me a lot of black sheep as well, but that's okay. And I can already see you whining about nowhere to put the stuff, so I'll have another warehouse.
Game say.
Not the biggest fleet I've ever seen, but it'll do. And we're above Admiral, so it should be alright for a wee bit.
Ship constructed.
Alright, now let's get you over here.
Ship constructed.
Fleet embarking.
We're just coming for a wee visit. Don't you mind us.
Stumbling into the lion's jaws.
In a manner of speaking. Actually, we're going against the wind. We couldn't be going more against the wind.
She's small, but she's keen.
So my ships are going really slow, 4 out of 18.
Ships don't really interest.
Ready?
And perhaps I should have these involved as well, but I'm not convinced the defences here will be enough. Also lack of bread. I mean, how bad could it get? I'm just not making the beer as much as I could. I'd love to bump all that up. But every time you have to bump something up, it feels like, yeah, okay, I have to get more workers. And that means also more peasants. And that means more farms and more fisheries. And I find the whole aspect of building the city quite aggravating. Also, I managed to forget about this again.
Success at sea is not easily won.
Mummified bandages, copper ring, and a rare jade pearl. Well, these all sound like pretty good things.
A new commission.
And my ship's right back here with the Black Jaguar. That sounds pretty cool. What I'm going to do is slam the beer back in, slam the fish back in, and we're going to grab our cool stuff. Uncommon, rare, uncommon. I have a feeling that the copper ring will be worth more than she would, but I do like a bit of slave trading. I do like a bit of slave trading. So we'll get... we'll just get the whole lot of you going so that there's no risk of us getting intercepted and destroyed.
Fleet en route.
Ship constructed.
Hello, my friend.
Attention for the Admiral.
Now, the ship will seek, attack, and pursue until they leave the area. Hold its current position and only attack. Seek, attack, and pursue. Active defense seems like the best of the lot here.
Ever seen a finer example than this? Of course you haven't.
I feel like the voice doesn't match up with the face here. I imagine my good friend Biggest Dickus here having something a bit different. Less comical.
Ship constructed.
So we're just popping in to say hello. I hope he's doing alright. And, well, let's see how this goes.
Fleet awaiting orders.
So first I want this gun gone, because it's probably going to cause me the biggest issues.
Thanks.
And then I want his everything else gone. He's happy about it. How nice.
Ship under attack.
Okay, so he surrenders. The question is, what happens when I just claim the shares?
This wretched life is never fair.
I never quite understood how the shares claiming part works
Sickeningly expensive to replace.
at all.
You gained an influence bonus.
But I should probably just take the place so he doesn't have anything to work from again.
Towel off the sweat while you may.
Yoink.
Fleet ready?
Hey, he wants to pay me money for an hour of ceasefire. I'd rather he
You
died.
only have it because I let you have it.
Let's pick up what he left behind here, which includes quartz, furs,
The fire left ruins behind.
and meat. And what?
You
this
lost an influence bonus.
Okay. Don't get any of that, but whatever.
Attention for the Admiral.
This place sucks. Let's leave. And get back here for a
Fleet
bit.
moving in convoy.
Now this one's considerably better defended. 1, 2, 3, 4 guns plus the main thing. But I want to wipe this guy off the map. God wills it.
One final look. The idiot is back. Oh heavens! I thought you were the photographer.
I like the guy's lines. Still though, everyone deserves to know that war was declared, so let's just publish it as is.
It's important.
You lost an influence bonus.
Aww. Also, why is all this money going away? Is this costing me stuff that I don't want to? Capacity, health, damage, but it doesn't tell me that it costs anything. Oh man, what's all this stuff here? Ah, the fleet's miles away. I'm not going to bother picking it up. These guys are taking a day and a half to get where I want them, though. Why did you surprise attack the tiny colony and not the big harbour, Jake? Well, that's a good question. Probably would have been a lot more bang for buck surprise attacking the big harbour. Maybe I could claim that I wanted a fair fight on the big one, but well, I think we all know that would be a lie.
Stations!
Moving to coordinates.
Oh man, okay. Some of you have goods that I need to drop off here. How do I tell which ones?
New orders?
And it's so hard to do this.
Falcon ready. Ready?
There you go, ditch the meat.
New orders?
Ditch the... I couldn't care less about doing this, actually.
Fleet ready?
Hey, I think I see some boats of his. That should be boats of not his.
Fleet commencing escort.
Oh wait, no, that's my potential friend. It doesn't look like it.
Every ship needs a stiff rudder.
Fleet awaiting orders.
What does he mean by that? Ah, there he
These
is.
majestic cannons will shred your ragtag sails.
Now, he's not wrong, I do have a ragtag, but
Stations.
the ragtag's a whole lot better than his. Get into positions first, move together as one. And then annihilate.
Fleet on point.
Yeah, 7 pullers right. It would have been a lot more efficient to do that on his big harbour. Because they'll pick me off as I come along, and it's going to be pretty brutal for me. But can't change what I've done. The hell's taken so long? Crush it.
Fleet engage.